I'm back over at Mimm's today, doing a little research on the wood that we're going to be getting for these first batch of Cumberlands. Pre-order nearly complete, and Nick wasn't able to join me today because he's hard at work and doing some finishing up on some sort of pre-production prototyping kind of stuff. We're trying out a few more iterations of woods and bracing and finishes, and I think he's working. We're going to try out a few different gauges of strings just to see if we can get more of that low-end resonance. But I'm over at Mimm's. I noticed they got some new trucks. This is one of those places that's been here, kind of like feels like an old Nashville thing. They got a new sign there, but no, that's the old place. There's the one I always look for. So we're going to see what kind of maple and cherry they've got. I know he likes the pre-dimension stuff, but a batch of 30 for you all is possibly going to mean we need to get rough cut. Yeah. What is this thing? Oh, someone's already done it. Someone's already done a bit of work on it. Interesting. They get some of the strangest stuff here. And then here's all the stuff that we were looking at last time. So we got maple, we got walnut, more maple. But the fun stuff, there's the black lambda. I'm gonna make something out of that sooner. There's got a lot of fun striping and all that. My favorite being purple heart here. Here's some of the purple heart we've gotten in the past. This exact box. I think there's rose purple in there. Might be some red. Who knows what other kind of fun stuff they'll find in here. Canary wood. I've never heard of canary wood. It's an expensive board. So here we are checking out the cherry supply, and it is bordering on 0. But the good thing is, since we're just doing the top side of cherry, we don't use much, and the board once can be sawn this way. You know, it's I don't know how many people out there are familiar with the, I can't lift that with one hand, but the has to be resawed down there in order, like this way, in order to split it apart into a book matching. Whereas, although I'm looking at this, I know enough about the wood to know there's a lot of sapwood going on there. This must have been cut near the edge of the tree, so it's not going to work. Whereas something like this might work a little better. You can see all that lovely cherry in there. Although this looks like it was near a branch, so it might be funky. But this is why I bring Nick, because he's more wood savvy than I am. I'm liable to buy anything. Had a bunch of prototypes that got jacked up one time because I bought the wrong wood. And then here's the maple we got last time. Now he likes 3-dimension stuff so that he can see what the grain's doing. This feels like and looks like one that he would pick. So, but ultimately with that cherry and that being only maple there, we needed to be thicker for those bodies, and it's not wide enough, so we got to glue it up. That says it's hard, soft maple, and this is hard maple, but the hard maple is identical. Maybe some stuff here works, but we may have to go look at the rough cut. The rough cut back there is just trickier because you can't really tell what's going on with the grain. You can't really tell what the yield is going to be, so you got to buy more of it. But when it's pre-dimensioned and pre-shaped and everything, it's more expensive anyway. So we'll see what happens. So this is what I was talking about. We've got the stack of maple there. It's all rough cut. You can see that it's like this. It's not dimensioned at all. I mean, this is probably 5/4, which is about what we need. I think 5/4 in order to even start the bodies. But we have to go through and pick out the ones. We'd have to go through and frankly piss off Randy, because we have to go through the whole thing. And he's got to get the forklift, and we pick out that one and that one, you know, and this one, that kind of thing, until we find the ones we need, and then we got to eyeball all of them. So I definitely wouldn't be doing that without Nick, partially because I want someone to back me up in case they get angry. They're very, very kind but stoic fellows. So yeah, we might do some ash at one point, but I don't know. There's a whole pile of something right there that's pre-dimensioned, but I don't think that's cherry. It looks like it could be cherry, but I don't think so. Sometimes it's really hard for me to tell. But I used to come here and get all the wood in order to make cutting boards and stuff. That was when the kids were born, or one was born. There's some fun walnut. I don't know. We'll see what happens, right? Fun times. This is my favorite part. I often leave here with something I didn't intend to buy. Like, I think that's cedar. It says cherry there, but it looks more like it could be cedar. Yeah, that's cedar. I wouldn't need that. Now, we definitely can't make anything out of this, but it's certainly fun to look at. I don't know where they get this stuff. They must have supplies coming from wood shops where they're making tables or something, and not. Either the place went out of business or they're just not selling them when people come over. I don't know what this is. And here's that Ziracote. We're gonna make some of the deluxe edition fretboards out of this. We might already have enough over at the shop still from the initial version. That green in there, you know, it's just so marble and everything. Kind of like a little bit less expensive version of ebony, except it's also got more green pattern. And there's the coat. I like that on a lot too. Might do that at some point. Where do you got there? Bolivian rosewood. I think I own rosewood somewhere, but I don't know where I left it. And I'm pretty sure there's some ebony hiding back there. I'm gonna be honest, I'm glad Nick wasn't here today, because I tend to buy more things than I need. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. When he is here, I'll buy more things than I need. But they have some crazy stuff in there, don't they? Whole bunch of wood you can't get anywhere else. I don't know anywhere else in Nashville you can get this kind of stuff from. And so I frequently come here, and it's sort of like wood is me in a candy store. I just end up bringing home stuff I don't need. And so for that reason, I have an entire slab of zebra wood at a friend's house because I don't have anywhere to store it. And I have a piece of rosewood I lost somewhere. I don't know where that went. Was going to be, you know, some good fretboards. We'll see. One day I'll probably find it. One of my friends, maybe Joe's got it. You may have heard about Joe. He helped with the pick and stick prototypes I did. Anyway, I get some fun stuff here. One day we'll come back.